the camera? I want to say good morning. They can see me?
Oh, yes, sir.
Good morning. How's it going? Good morning, fifth grade.
Good morning, Mr. Gori.
I miss you guys.
All right, Mr. Gordon. I have my screen share on. So we'll go to Google Classroom. We'll go to first rotation, classwork, and when you get there, you're going to look for your daily work. And for daily work, you'll click on Thermal Energy Lab. And so, when you click on Thermal Energy Lab, you'll get this sheet that pops up. All right. Let me know when you guys have it with the thumbs up. All right, when you get that sheet, you're gonna have to make a copy of it. Click File and make a copy, that way you can edit it. Yeah, Samaje, tomorrow is an early release day. We'll talk more about that later. All right, send me a private chat or unmute yourself. Okay, Josue has opened it up and got it. Who else has already made their copy?
Me.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Asazina's got it. It's gonna be important for y'all to go ahead and get it done quickly. Open it up quickly, and that way I can talk you through it. You have to click File, the word File on there. On y'all's iPad, does it say File also? Yes, Michael, go to Google Classroom. What does it say on y'all's Queen?
To go back and you see all of your files, so the three dots, you click them and it says make a copy at the bottom and then you click back.
Okay, I'm gonna let you share your screen since you have an iPad. Give me just a second. All right, Queen, go ahead and share your screen. Okay, so when you first went to Google Classroom and you clicked on the document, go back to that point. If you have your iPad, make sure you're paying attention. All right, so she's in Google Classroom. Okay, what did you click to get to Google Docs?
This arrow.
Where is
the
it?
box around.
Oh, okay. So you click this box, guys, with the arrow in it here. This is how you get to Google Docs. And when she clicked it,
You click the arrow to go back, and then to get the copy, you click these three dots and just make a copy.
all right, click on the three dots and then make a copy. Where are the dots at? I can't see them on my screen. right, did everybody get that? If you didn't, let me know now.
I did it.
Who said that? Okay, Anthony, go to Google Classroom. Are you in Google? You're in Google Classroom? Come on, we don't have much time. Are you in Google Classroom? Okay, so when you get to Google Classroom, go to Daily Assignments. When you get to Daily Assignments, you're clicking on the Thermal Energy Lab. So you're clicking on this assignment, Thermal Energy Lab. You see that?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, click on the link to open it up. And then Queen, since you have the iPad, share your screen again so we can go back through it. All right, when she opens it in Google Classroom, you'll see this square box in the corner. You see that box, Anthony? Anthony,
Yeah.
do you see this box in the corner on your iPad?
Yeah, that's it.
Click on that. And then you'll come to this screen here. And Queen, these three dots up here at the top are the ones you clicked on. So click on those three dots, and it'll take you to the docs and enable you to make a copy. Does everybody have that? Is there anybody that doesn't have it before we move on? Who said that? Okay, some of you may have to write it on paper then, because we can't spend the whole day trying to make a copy. So some of you are gonna have to do it on paper. So get your pencil and paper. All right, I'm gonna go back to my screen share because we got a lot to do and we don't have that much time to be able to do an experiment. All right, so when you look at your paper, you'll see material: brass, copper, iron, and wood. I'm gonna hold up each of these things, and then you're going to describe the physical characteristics of that particular piece of material or metal. And so I'll start with the wood. All right, this wood is actually a piece of bamboo, and so I don't know how well y'all can see it, but you would describe, and give me just a second, I can make it a lot better for y'all to see. There we go. All right, and so this is the piece of wood that I have where it says describe its physical characteristics. You're gonna tell me it's hard, I can tell you that. Is it skinny? Is it big? Is it long? What color is it? Give me the physical characteristics of it, and I'll give you about 60 seconds to give me the physical characteristics of this piece of wood. And you're doing this on your paper where it says physical characteristics. So, right here, what are the physical characteristics? You're typing in the physical characteristics of wood. Make sure that you have made a copy of it, because if you haven't, it's not going to let you. Okay, about 30 more seconds. All right, the next thing we're gonna do some observations on.
Pardon the interruption. I have one more announcement that I neglected to make this morning, which is today kicks off the Hispanic Heritage Month. So we will be having a few items that we will list in the announcements and some other things that will be coming your way in regards to celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. And this goes all the way through the month of September.
I didn't get the music yesterday.
Announcement that I made late.
All right, this next thing that object is iron. All right, this is iron. Woo. This is very hard. Is it a solid, liquid, or gas? Oh yeah, iron. Oh, I was just saying it to help you on your paper for the physical characteristics. It used to be shiny, but it's kind of rusty now because of the water. It feels cool. The difference between this and the wood didn't really have a feel to it as far as temperature wise, but this iron feels nice and cool. All right. The next object is your brass. This is brass. This also feels cool. So is this a metal or a non-metal? Brass.
It's a metal.
Good, it's a metal. Just like the iron was a metal. And this also feels cool. So I think all of our metals are gonna be nice and cool and shiny. This almost looks like gold, doesn't it? Brass.
Yeah.
All right, it's hard too. And then our last thing that we'll be doing a test on is gonna be your copper. All right, your copper. And so what we're trying to see with this thermal energy test is we're trying to see which one of these is the best insulator. Will it be the copper? Will it be the brass? Will it be the iron? Or will it be the wood is what we're doing. And so remember, we're gonna put butter on the end of each of these and put them in the water. And then the water is in turn supposed to heat up whichever object is in there and cause that object to heat and melt the butter. So of course, the one that takes the longest to melt that butter is gonna be the best insulator, because that means it's keeping that temperature of that butter the same the longest, all right, as close to the original temperature as possible for the longest period of time, which would make it the best insulator. So what the first thing we need to do, excuse me, let me go back, is write our investigative question. And so my question would be, which object is the best insulator? All right, because that's what we're testing here. We've also already wrote in our characteristics of the brass, of the copper, of the iron, and of the wood. So now we need to come up with our hypothesis. I think that the heat would transfer the fastest through the, whichever one you think is gonna go the fastest, because, and your reason why you think it's going the fastest. And so this is gonna be yours on your own. Which one do you think is gonna pass through the fastest, get the hottest the fastest, and why? And then it says, I think the heat energy would transfer slowest through the blank rod because blank. All right, and so here you're going to write down which one of these you think the heat is going to transfer through the slowest.